Hello?
Hi, is this Malia?
Yes, this is Malia. Is this Sarah?
It is. Thank you for taking time out of your day. I know you got the kids and everything you're juggling.
You know.
That's life, right?
Right, exactly.
And on top of juggling the kids and the family and the pandemic, you've decided to create a Facebook group at the same time?
I did. Got a great idea from an article my brother-in-law in Flagstaff, Arizona posted on his Facebook page about a cash mob someone created because his favorite restaurant seemed to be struggling and he didn't want to lose their egg salad. And the article itself, it sounded like such an easy way to get a bunch of people to support local businesses that we all don't want to disappear. And I couldn't believe that, one, Yakima didn't already have one, because if you look at the news sites, the things that people comment on in the articles,
right,
how passionate everybody is about, getting back open and making sure that these businesses have what they need to survive. And it just seemed like
a no-brainer.
There. Exactly. And I was like, this is something I could do. So I actually reached out to Caitlin, someone I met when I would go to Sports Center all the time before I had kids. She knows so many people and she's so plugged in. I was like, if anybody knows if there's a cash mob in Yakima, it will be Caitlin.
Okay.
And she's like, I thought about starting one at the beginning of the pandemic and I wish I would have. And I was like, all right, well then if there isn't one, I think it's something we have to do. It was just like that day. It was a Friday. And I was like, okay, I'll probably try and do it this weekend, and ended up doing it that day. And I invited everybody I knew, and she invited way more people because she just knows a lot more people. And it just grew from there. Like when I scheduled the cash mob for Famous Burger last Thursday, we had 50 to 75 people. Right.
That's what I thought. And then I went on it today. Tell everybody how many people are on there.
I've approved so many people today. Let me see. I think there was probably 320 or 340 last time I checked.
Yes. And growing. So that's amazing.
Yes.
Oh.
I mean, every single time I get into Facebook, there's someone new who's requested to join. And it just, I think, proves how much people want to be a part of something to help Yakima,
right?
To help the businesses, not just restaurants. I mean, people are passionate about the retail stores,
yep,
and even Mail and More and Stop and Go. And
I like that. So you're not just talking about restaurants. I mean, this could be for any local place that people have a passion for. And do you vote on how you pick which restaurant or local business will go next, or how does that go?
We've opened it up for all members to make suggestions, and I've reached out to 6 different places for our next one. Some of them are restaurants. I've reached out to 2 coffee places. I've reached out to a bookstore and a plant store.
I love this.
So the basic criteria is that any man, woman, child should be able to go into that place and spend about $20. That really does kind of narrow the focus. So, I mean, we can't go to a pool supply store, unfortunately, because not every person has a need for pool supplies.
Right.
But that's why restaurants are so easy, and it was so easy for the first one because everybody's got to eat.
Yep.
And I reached out to a bookstore because it seems like, books are such a universal gift. So
yes,
even if you're not a big reader, you know someone who is, you know someone who could use a book, or it appeals to a large group of people. There are definitely some things that both Caitlin and the other admin, Michelle, we've been talking about we could do, around specific holidays. So if it's a store that's, primarily for men, maybe we could do it around a Father's Day or graduation, so that, it could kind of coincide with different events that go on in everybody's lives.
Calculated attacks.
Exactly. And then,
in the best way.
Right. And then, there's a nursery that we want to go to maybe in the spring when people start planting flowers or gardens. That would make sense for a lot of people, not just homeowners, but people who have apartments and want to have flowers on balconies and stuff like that. So, we have a lot of great ideas. We're just getting started, so we have a lot to figure out because, like I said, when we scheduled Famous Burger, 50 to 75 people is manageable for a small organization. 300 is a lot.
It is. So there was a wait I saw, obviously.
Yes, a big long line. And not only were the people in the mob so patient and enjoying themselves, but everything I heard, the staff at Famous Burger were just extremely excited to help us, happy to help us. it wasn't as stressful as it might have been if they hadn't known we were coming. I think if we partner with the businesses and we choose a date and time that works for them and we come up with creative ways to accommodate them as well as the amount of people who want to support them, we can really have not only fun, but we can do a lot of really good stuff too.
Right, because you were saying that influx of cash for any restaurant, something about if they can make it through the next couple of months, they're going to be okay. So if we can kind of push that forward.
Right, and we heard from the owner last night that he had been considering taking pho off the menu, but he's decided to not only keep it, but I think he's considering offering it every single day. And I don't know if you love pho as much as I do. That
I do.
Sounds amazing to me. So,
yes. Good job. Thank you.
Right. And not only is he going to offer pho, but he's ordered special packaging to make it easier to take home.
Oh, perfect.
So, I mean, that's half the battle of pho, is making sure you don't get the overcooked meat. Your noodles don't get too overcooked. So he found some packaging and he placed an order for it. So
look at that. You saved some pho.
I know.
Who knew?
A win in my book. A win in my book.
Yep, you're already winning. So if people wanted to be a part of Cash Mob, what's the easiest way to get a hold of you and be a part of this?
If you are just, someone living in Yakima or the surrounding area that wants to join the group, you just have to search on Facebook for Yakima Cash Mob. I am going to get started on an Instagram page so that we can have, a little bit more visual presence for businesses. If you're a business right now, you can reach me on Facebook. I think that's probably the easiest way, or I can give you my email address and we'd be happy to get something scheduled because I have a lot of people who are ready to go.
Wow. So are you thinking you'll have like a certain amount every week, or you're going to kind of pace yourself? I mean, this is brand new, so you're just kind of like...
I think there are people who would like to do it once a week. I think right now, if we could do 2 a month, that I think is doable for a lot of people. We want to take into account, like I said, people's finances around holidays. So with Valentine's Day next weekend, we didn't want to do anything that would interfere with people spoiling loved ones on a special day.
Yes.
If I'd been thinking ahead, I might have done it so that it could have been a Valentine's Day dinner. But I was just excited to get something on the books and get going.
Yeah.
So hopefully the last week in February, we'll be able to announce another one.
Well, that gives some people time to kind of maybe start saving up $20 here and there to know that that envelope is going for Cash Mob local businesses.
Exactly.
And join the Facebook group. Be on the lookout for the Instagram group. And Malia, if there's anything else you want to tell people out there, because I'm going to post this on our YouTube and I'm going to write up a little story. I'm just so impressed with you taking the idea and running with it. I love the fact you've never even created a Facebook page and you're just doing it because you know it's good.
I honestly just want to give a big shout out to all of the people who went out last night in full force, for your good-natured patience, for the people who had to wait an hour for their food. I want to give a big thank you to Famous Burger, the entire staff, and their great food. I'm really excited to see what we can do, and I welcome anybody who wants to participate. Any great suggestions you have, let's partner together so that we can keep our small businesses.
Yes, saving our restaurants one Cash Mob at a time.
Exactly.
Well, that's perfect. I know you got to put the kids down for a nap, but again, thank you for taking time out, helping me spread the word and letting people know what this is all about.
No, thank you, Sarah, for helping us spread the word.
Oh, for sure. Well, take care. Have a great weekend, lady.
You too. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll talk soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.